Start ramp for the opening round of the Norwegian Rally Championship. The Rallye Solor 2000 and first man away, car number 1 in the Shell Norway Motorsport Ford Escort Cosworth is Henning Solberg, whose brother Petter has now abandoned him to his own devices in the Norwegian Championship, heading for the World Rally stages instead. Well, as we join Henning Solberg and co-driver Runar Pedersen on board the Escort Cosworth, stage is traditionally icy and slippery. He goes second quickest through this stage. Solberg joined second quickest through the first stage, fastest on the second and third of the morning, and that allows him to take the lead. Second off the ramps, the first of the foreigners, Swedish driver Pernilla Valfridsson with Ulrika Mattsson and the all-lady team in their Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution. But they're not able to match the front-running pace of Petter Solberg on the opening stages, but she's still among the fastest of the Group N runners. And the person who's giving her most aggravation in Group N is her dad, Stig-Olof Valfridsson with Lars Beckman in another Mitsubishi Lancer. Stig-Olof, an old hand at Norwegian rallying. Despite the fact that he's from Sweden, he tends to do both nations championships, and he blasts through the opening stage, fastest of all the Group N machines, to set the class pace. A mere 2 seconds quicker, Walter Christian Jensen in his Ford Escort WRC, and that's a full Group A machine. The stage is cold and slippery. The spectators, well, they're wrapped up warmer than the drivers. Morten Osberg, car number 6, the Subaru Impreza WRC, 98 champion, sharing the car with Tommy Jarsrud. They're third quickest on the first stage. The man who goes through fastest in his Toyota Corolla WRC, Roar Vannebo and Ugyen Treider. They set the fastest time on the opening stage, but drop back on stages 2 and 3. Martin Stenshorn is learning his brand new Subaru Impreza. He spent the last couple of seasons rallying in the ex-Solberg Toyota Celica, and this brand new machine has slowed his pace. Bruno Arntzen can relate to that. He changed to this Opel Astra kit car mid-season last year. Now he is right up at full F2 pace.
Lite krøn, hold høyre, flat venstre, opp 150, opps, kort, svak venstre over hopp, stein ytter til svak høyre, 30. Krøn 50, krøn 80, svak høyre over krøn, opps 40 til kort, tverr høyre minus i veidelet. 30, kort, tverr høyre minus, til svak venstre. Opp 50.
Kjell Pettersen on the notes, and the 2-litre car a real screamer in the forests. And so too is his arch-rival Birger Gundersen in his Seat Ibiza kit car. This was new to him last year as well. Well, both Gundersen and Arntzen, long-time Formula 2 rivals, and with top-line machinery, a fantastic battle between them. In his Opel Astra, Eivind Steffensen was just 2 seconds slower than the front-runners through the first stage. Birger Gundersen then swapping times second for second with Bruno Arntzen. Nothing between the two of them. They take a second off each other or give it back stage by stage. And it's the same story out front. Henning Solberg in his Ford Escort WRC battling second for second with Walter Christian Jensen in an identical machine. Henning Solberg then beaten only on stage 1 for time, fastest on stage 2, 3, 4, 5 and stage 6.
Opp 54 venstre pluss igjen. Opp 60 kort 1 venstre. Kommer der. 650.
The Escort WRC may have been superseded in the World Rally Championship, but it's still a very formidable weapon in privateer hands. So is the Group N Mitsubishi Lancer. Pernilla Valfridsson heading the Group N charge until stage 3, where she wrong-slotted and dropped more than 30 seconds to her closest rival, Dad Stig-Olof. Well, once they get into their cars, there is no shortage of competition between Stig-Olof Valfridsson and his daughter Pernilla, and he is more than happy to take over the lead of the Group N battle. Still, both of them well within the top 10 overall, but they're in a private family squabble. Second place, Walter Christian Jensen. And he is dropping 2 or 3 seconds a time now to Henning Solberg on the stages. Morten Osberg still in third place in the Subaru Impreza WRC, but he's some 5 to 10 seconds off Henning Solberg's front-running pace. In fact, he's having trouble with the Group N machines. So too is Roar van Ebo, fastest outright on the opening stage, never quite able to match that pace again, and in fact, Stig Olof and Pernille Valfridsson are both quicker than him. 2 years ago, this car was winning rallies in the hands of Petter and Henning Solberg. Now Odd Martinsson is using it to good effect. It's been 5 or 6 years since this car was a competitive force in the World Rally Championship, but still in Norway, it's a very quick machine. Another man learning a new machine on the opening round of the Norwegian Championship is Trond Svensvold. The last couple of seasons he's had his Mazda 323 GTR out, but now a Ford Escort WRC. Better grip, better handling, more power, newer machinery, and he's still learning the lessons it can teach him. Formula 2 battle continues. Birger Gundersen's Seat Ibiza kit car in a nail-biting rivalry with Bruno Arntzen in the Opel Astra. But that is soon to end. Despite his speed on the stages, Birger Gundersen will not complete the event, retires after 5 of the 8 tests. And as the Seat Ibiza bites the dust, that leaves the road to the Formula 2 victory open for Bruno Arntzen. The Opel Astra kit car still going strong, setting the pace out front. And he's being chased now in the Formula 2 battle by the Nissan Sunny kit car of Trond Leising and Paul Everson. Eivind Stephensen's Opel was third in class behind the Seat Ibiza, and in fact he's now been passed by the Nissan, but that battle will continue for second in Formula 2. Bruno Arntzen as the evening gathers in, overshooting at a junction, but no problems for him there, or indeed anywhere else on the 8 stages. He'll win the Formula 2 category outright and finish 11th overall on the event. No mean feat considering how low grip the surface is. Just 2 seconds ahead of him in 10th place, the Mitsubishi Lancer of Bernhard Kongsrud, and he takes 3rd place in Group N. 9th overall, another Mitsubishi. This is Sven Isaksson and Jonny Olofsson. The 22 car of Bent Kollevold, another Mitsubishi Lancer, the Group N runner-up in 8th place overall. And the Group N winner in his Subaru Impreza is Martin Stenshorn. He comes in 5th overall. Pernille and Stig Olof Valfridsson completed the event, but didn't register for the championship points. So Stenshorn, the victor then, first time out in the Subaru in Group N. Trond Svensvold in his Ford Escort finished 1 minute and 33 seconds behind the overall winner, exactly the same time as Morten Osberg, but Osberg gets 3rd overall, Svensvold only 4th place because Osberg went 2 seconds quicker on the first stage. So the Escort in 4th place and the Subaru of Morten Osberg takes 3rd. And that leaves the battle for overall honours between the 2 Ford Escorts. Just 55 seconds between them at the end. Walter Christian Jensen, the runner-up in his Escort WRC car number 5. And the man who starts the season as championship favourite, reducing his odds even further with an opening victory. Car number 1, Henning Solberg, the reigning champion, wins Rallye Solor 2000 to take an early championship lead in Norway.